Okay, hello everyone. We're going to wait a few minutes here for everyone to join in, and then we'll get started with our presentation. Okay, well, it looks like everyone is here who's going to come. Let's get started. If you haven't used Zoom before, please use speaker view to see the program full screen. Your microphone and camera will be off for this presentation, but if you have questions or comments, feel free to use the Q&A section below at the bottom center of your screen. We will either answer your question live or we'll type an answer to your question at the end. So just hang around to see those answers. And let's get started. So welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us in the town of Geneva. We are expanding the offerings through Finger Lakes Community Choice. We're now including community solar. I am Shannon Bellamy. I am with Rocktricity. We are the local program manager for Finger Lakes Community Choice. I'm also joined with some of my other team here at Rocktricity, as well as town supervisor Mark Venuti. So today, let's talk a little bit about these new offerings. So we are introducing Community Choice Solar. This is a program that will automatically offer the benefits of community solar to eligible residents and small businesses. So this is the second offering that we're introducing with the Finger Lakes Community Choice offerings. So today in our presentation, first, we're going to quickly review what is community choice. Next, we'll look into what are the two community choice offerings, as well as the timetable, the benefits of community choice, how it impacts your utility bill, who will be automatically included, and what will happen next. We'll also address your questions and some frequently asked questions at the end of this presentation as well. Okay, so this is probably familiar to you if you participate in the community's electricity supply program. So a lot of this is review, but let's just quickly go over it just so we understand what we're talking about today. So community choice aggregation is a policy enabling municipalities to determine default energy offerings, including electricity supply and community choice solar on behalf of its residents and small businesses. So should sound familiar. So it's a policy enabling municipalities. For community choice aggregation, that includes cities, towns, and villages, whatever the smallest level of that is. It includes general municipal law as well as is regulated by the New York State Public Service Commission. So this is a program that's overseen by the state, but is implemented at a municipal level for their residents. To determine default energy offerings. So before CCA was enabled in the town, NYSEG and New York State determined default energy offerings. But now community choice allows local decision-making over default energy offerings. Everyone eligible receives the default offering unless they choose to opt out, as we've seen with the electricity supply program, including electricity supply and community choice solar. So here's that new addition of the community choice solar. So the electricity supply directed the purchase of electricity you consume with a focus on the source, which in this case is 100% renewable. And then the community choice solar, which residents would receive guaranteed savings in the form of solar bill credits for supporting renewable generation. So those are the two offerings we're focusing on. So with the community choice electricity supply, these were the offers that were presented earlier with the new program. And the benefits of that is as the electricity market fluctuates, there's different prices for electricity. The benefit of community choice participation is that you receive a fixed rate. So you avoid some of that market variability, as you can kind of see on the diagram on the left. But the new community choice solar will offer a guaranteed savings, and the exact details of that program will be coming in either late 2021 or early 2022. So those are the two different offerings and the rates of which we know right now. On behalf of its residents and small businesses. So residents and small businesses are automatically included if they're eligible. Eligibility differs from community choice offerings, so we'll talk about that in a little bit, but they're not exactly the same. Next, you get to choose whether or not you want to participate at any time, so you can opt out of the program, as we're familiar with. So although it is on behalf of the residents and small businesses, everyone still has an option whether or not they want to participate. Okay, so let's look at the Town of Geneva renewable timetable. So we already have gone through the opt-in community solar period, which in 2019 we did that and got 400 participants. That featured individual contracts and 2 separate bills. This is different from the new opt-out community choice solar that we'll be discussing in a little bit. But then we did the community choice electricity supply, which provided 100% renewable New York State generated electricity. That started in 2019 and then renewed in 2021. So you may be familiar with that. That offers a fixed rate. There was no individual contracts and only one bill, and anyone could opt out at any time. So we've been through that. But now, coming in late 2021, early 2022, we'll have the new community choice solar program. And so that requires no individual bill, no credit checks, which is what you'd normally see with community solar programs. There's only one bill, so it's just your same national grid bill with just the credits on the bill, and you can still opt out at any time. So those are the 3 kind of programs that we've had so far or introducing now. Okay, so now let's talk about the benefits. First, the benefits for the community choice electricity supply. As you know, access to competitively priced renewable electricity and reduced price volatility through fixed rate contracts. So those are some of the 2 main benefits that the Town of Geneva has already experienced. But now with community choice solar, you'll also receive guaranteed savings from supporting local solar farm projects, which is great. And there are some caveats for how those apply together, but we'll talk about those in the future once we have the details of those contracts available. So benefits to you: 1, you only pay 1 bill. You don't have to deal with a separate bill to the solar provider anymore. It's just one consolidated bill that shows all of your enrollments and your savings right there on the bill. 2 is consumer protections. Because the town has already gone through and negotiated the terms of this contract, you don't have to sign anything on your own. And so there's a little bit more protection for you built in there. And finally, again, no individual contract. You don't have to sign anything. You can leave at any time with no fee or no penalty. In addition to that, these programs have also helped to advance the town's sustainability goal and help support sustainability projects, which has been really nice to see. Okay, so those are the benefits, but what does this mean for you and your bill? So as you've probably already seen, if you participate in the other offering, is the community choice electricity supply charge. So that change has probably already been reflected on your bill, but that electricity supply section goes away. And instead you see the supply charges at the end of your bill. There's no impact on the delivery portion of the bill or the customer charges, just the supply portion of the bill. But the new change with community choice solar is you would start to see those savings directly applied to your bill. It would look something like this with the CDG value stack credit and subscription fee. While there's 2 charges, it's still an overall savings. So that's where you would see that change on the bill. So next, people want to know who's included, who will be automatically impacted. So it's your choice, of course, assuming eligibility. You may participate in either, neither, or both offerings. So you'll be automatically enrolled, or you would have already been automatically enrolled in the supply portion if you didn't have a third-party supplier or an ESCO already, or you get your supplier, or participating in utility assistance program HEAP. So as long as you're not participating in that. And then for community solar, as long as you don't already have rooftop or on-site solar and are not currently participating in a community solar project, then you would be included in this program unless you chose to opt out. And of course, you have to live within the town and you can't have a block on your utility account. If you're interested in learning more about your eligibility or aren't sure if you are eligible for automatic enrollment or not, you can visit this website at jewelassets.outgrowus.us/FLCC, and that will take a short little quiz, which will help you determine what you're eligible for. Okay, so what happens next? So the first phase of community education continues. So that's what's happening right now. We're getting out there to help notify you that this new offering is available and to expect to see these notifications in the future. So we'll continue doing outreach and education. But then after the bids for community choice solar come back, We'll have a second round of education, just like we're doing now, except for in that one, we'll have more details of the exact savings, the project locations, and what developers have been selected. Next, there'll be a letter mailed to all eligible residents and small businesses. And that letter would include details, including savings, project locations, and developers, as well as a program FAQ and how to opt out if you choose not to participate. So just like electricity supply, there'd be another opt-out portion for this community solar. So probably something you're already used to seeing. And then we'll start the initial 30-day opt-out period prior to when the program actually launches. Sorry. And then, so that'll be just like the electricity supply. They'll receive the notification and then you'll have 30 days to make a decision. And if you do nothing, then you'll be enrolled in the community solar program and begin saving money. So it'll be really, really easy process, just like it has been in the past. Okay, I guess, yep. So that's the timeline that we have. I'm looking to see if we have any questions already. It does. No.
We do not, Shannon. No questions.
Okay, great. So I'll quickly cover some frequently asked questions. Then if anyone still has an idea or if someone sees this later online. So first, these are some commonly asked questions regarding these offerings. So first, who is not eligible for community choice electricity supply? So that program's already in place, but those who are not eligible are those who already have third-party suppliers or ESCOs, are HEAP or other energy recipients, or those who have a block on their utility account. So those would not be eligible unless they changed any of those qualifications, sorry. Who is not eligible for community choice solar? Apologize. Those who are not eligible for community choice solar include those who already received the benefits of solar. So if you already have on-site solar on your house or your property or your roof, then you cannot participate. Or if you're already subscribed to another community solar program, then you cannot participate in both. You'd have to choose one or the other. Am I eligible for both offerings? What if I only want to participate in one of them? You can participate in one, both, or neither. It's completely up to you. They both operate independently and work well with each other or can function standalone. So you pick which one you'd like to participate in. And you can do that by contacting us or going to our website at fingerlakescommunitychoice.com and just going to the enrollment change form. That's how you can make that decision. And then what are my options if I don't want to participate in the community choice program? So again, you can opt out of either of these programs at any time with no fees or penalties. You can just do that by calling us, which I'll give our information here in a minute, or going to our website again to change your enrollment. Okay. Will my enrollment impact the reliability of my electricity? Nope. All that is changing is where the electricity is being sourced from. NYSEG is still responsible for the delivery and upkeep of the lines and the grids, as well as the bills. Nothing of that will change. You'll still be covered as you are now, just the supply of the electricity. Can I opt in if I already have a third-party supplier? Yes. So if you have a third-party supplier, you are able to switch into the program. Typically, we recommend that you leave your third-party supplier first, just to ensure that you review the contract and that you don't have any cancellation fees or exit fees or anything like that. And then once you've left, you can enroll in the program and you can join with everyone else at the same rate, regardless of when you enter. Can I opt in if I'm already enrolled in another community solar farm? So in order to do this, you would first need to leave the solar farm that you're currently participating with and join the town's program. So that'd be up to you on which one you want to participate in. But yes, you can, you just have to leave the other one first because you can't be participating at two at the same time. Can I opt in if I already have solar at my home or business? No, unfortunately, you cannot do both, one or the other. Okay, why can municipal governments make this decision without the explicit acceptance of customers? So this is a question that we get occasionally, and the answer to this is that it is a state program, the Public Service Commission authorized community choice aggregation programs, And then there was also municipal rules, like a local law that went into place, as well as a program resolution that helped put this program in place. You can still opt out at any time if you're not interested in the program. So it's still your choice. Will I get 2 bills? No, that is the beauty of this new opt-out community solar program, is that all of the bills are consolidated. You will only receive 1 bill, which would be your NYSEG bill. What is the difference between opting out during the opt-out period, 30 days, or opting out after the opt-out period? So the only difference is how long you're going to be enrolled in the program. So if you miss the opt-out period, then there's a chance you will be enrolled in the program for the first month when it launches, because there is typically a delay. And then you'd be opted out after that. So you'd be in it for that 1 billing cycle. But if you opted out during the opt-out period, you would never be enrolled in the program, and you'd never see those changes to your bill or changes in electricity supply. What if I participate now, but change my mind later and want to opt out? That's fine. You have that option. So you can opt in or out of the program at any time. You can opt in and opt out and then opt back in, or the other way around. All you have to do is go to our website or contact us, and we can help you to do that. There's no penalties or fees, and you still have access to the same rate regardless of when you join the program. And the same is true with community solar as well. Okay. All right. Have we gotten any more questions since the FAQ?
We do not have any questions. That's it. Also the number of attendees that we have, 0.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Great. So if you watch this video and have any questions about either of the Finger Lakes Community Choice offerings, you can either call us at 585-244-0244. You can email us at info@fingerlakescommunitychoice.com, or you can visit our website, again, fingerlakescommunitychoice.com. And we also have Facebook and Instagram pages with good community information there as well. So if you have any questions about either of these programs, feel free to reach out. But thank you so much for joining us.